Welcome. Please join me with standing on your mat. Feel the feet beneath you. Ground into your breath. We'll inhale our arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers and turning the palms face up to the ceiling. Make sure the feet are all the way together and rise up onto the toes. Pulling the navel in, squeezing the inner thighs together, pressing the palms up to the sky, and pressing the biceps beyond your ears. Drop the heels down, sit down into Vajrasana, lightning pose. Pressing the palms together, thumbs cross. Breathing into the diaphragm. Soham pranayam. Tucking the tailbone under. The weight is back towards the heels and the toes are light. Pulling the navel in. Lengthen through those legs, step the feet out hip-width distance, bring the hands to the small of the back with the fingers pointing up towards the skull. Press those elbows towards each other and press into the small of the back for a gentle back bend. Listening to your body with how far it wants to go. Releasing back to standing. Shifting the weight into our left heel. Pulling the right heel behind us, bending into the right knee. Pressing the palms to the sides into Dharana Mudra. Dropping the right hip in line with the left and having a slight bend in that left knee. Engage through the crown of the head, reaching for the ceiling. Engage through the right foot, reaching for the ceiling. Keep actively pressing those palms away. Engaging through the backside of the body, the right glute a little higher, the right hamstring a little firmer. Then, to the best of our ability, bring the right knee through as we come to stand, making fists by our sides. We'll extend through that right foot and we'll squeeze those arms behind us high. Engaging through that right hip flexor, trying not to lean back in space. Drop those shoulders down, pull the hands higher. Feel the left foot root into the earth. Good, bring that right foot down. Inhale those arms up. Grab a hold of the right wrist and pull it over to the left side. Pressing those hips to the right. Keeping the shoulders and hips in the same plane. Feeling that side body stretch from the right ankle to the right hand. And bring it back up. Drop down into Vajrasana. Second round, a little deeper. Making those orientations, those shifts. Tucking the tailbone under, pulling the navel in. Lengthen through the spine, even if it's not physically, energetically. And mentally, see the body growing long in space. Extend through those legs, step out hip-width distance. Hands to the small of the back. Squeeze the elbows together. Press. Lengthen through the spine. Coming back up to standing. Shift the weight to the right foot. Press the palms away. Reach that left foot up to the ceiling and reach the crown of the head up. Engage through the back. Dharana Mudra, you have your index finger pointed up and your thumb pointed out, with the pinky, middle, and ring finger curled in towards the palm. An active palm pressing away. It's the mudra of concentration. Relax those shoulders, at the same time squeeze that backside together. Higher through that left glute, that left hamstring, that left foot. Good. We're gonna go to stand next. Bring the left knee into the chest. Bring the fists by the sides. And then extend through that left foot and reach those arms behind, rising them high, dropping the shoulders down, lengthen through the crown. Pull the navel in. Don't lean back. Nice, straight, engaged core, strong hip flexor. Good, bring that foot back down. Feet together, inhale, arms up. Grab a hold of that left wrist, pull it to the right. Press through that left side body, over to the left. Releasing back to center. Final round of Vajrasana. This time, can open up in that thoracic, gazing up towards the hands if that feels good in your body. And extending through those legs. Final round of that gentle warm-up back bend. Can take a bend into those knees to take it a little deeper this time if that feels good. And pressing all the way up and over into a forward fold. The hands comfortably come down to the ground. You can step onto the palms of the hands, bringing the toes to the creases of the wrist. Pressing those heels down, hips up, removing any bend in the knees. And pulling those elbows back in space. Reaching the crown of the head down towards the toes. Good, we'll release those hands if you're stepping on them and come out into Dandasana, plank pose. Coming into a belly up vinyasa. We'll inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. We're going to lift that right leg up to the sky. And step it through into a high lunge. Bringing those arms out to the side. Coming into Mushti Mudra with our thumb inside of our palm, making a fist. You can keep your arms here nice and strong. Or you can take the left arm under, right arm over for Gomukhasana arms. Bringing the fingers to grasp one another. You can also grab a strap. Or you can also just use the left hand and press that right elbow back in space, getting it to open as far as it will. Having our attention into that left hip flexor, opening, stretching, and allowing the body to descend as deep as it can go. You can keep your hands as they are or release them. We're going to step the left foot in halfway. And lengthen through that right elbow if you still have the clasp as you fold forward in between those legs. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the right knee. Perfectly acceptable to use blocks here if the ground feels far away. If you do have your hands on the ground. Wherever you are, we'll all release our hands. And we're gonna come into a one-legged Bakasana. So we will step that right foot back in space. Plant our hands down, shoulder width distance. Bend into those elbows and pull that left heel towards the glute. Find that line in the knee to the elbow to allow it to press down into the earth. Good. We'll press back into down dog for a moment here. And then we'll come forward and do a left side down vinyasa. So the left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. We inhale the hips up, arm up, overhead. Then exhale, the hips lower, the arm reaches down and around. And we come back up to neutral. Lift that right leg up, step to the left hand, and turn to the back of the mat. Stepping back into down dog. Good. We're going to take that left leg up to the sky and bring it back down. We'll keep our left hand where it is. Grab our right ankle with our right hand. Maybe you have to step your feet a little closer towards your hands. If you feel stable here, you'll lift that left leg up. If it feels good at the height and you want a little bit more challenge, you'll bend into that left knee. And with the right hand, you'll try to grab that left ankle or foot. With control, we'll release that down. We'll keep our left hand where it is, and we're going to turn over right to bring our hips down to the ground. We'll make sure the left hand's in line with the left shoulder. And this is half rack pose. So right here, we'll take that right hand and press it into our right shoulder, creating a straight line between our right shoulder and our left. We want our spine straight in between our hips, knees, and ankles. And this is the counterbalance to down dog, opening up that shoulder head. So just breathe your awareness into the opening of the left shoulder head. Keeping that left palm pressed into the earth. Deepening those exhales and calming the mind, calming the nervous system. Good. We'll bring those feet in towards the hips and step those hips towards the left hand. Coming back through to down dog for a moment. Then shifting the weight forward and coming into our left side down plank. We'll inhale those hips up, arm up overhead. Exhale, hips lower, arm down around. Inhale, back to center. Lift the right leg up, step to the left hand, turn back to the front of the mat into extended side angle. So we're bending in that left knee. Left hand comes down to the ground, right arm reaches up or forward. The left elbow could also be on the knee if that felt good, or on a block. I'm trying to make sure that my shoulder isn't blocked by my knee, so we could even drop into bending into that elbow, bringing it down towards the ground, letting the hips be very heavy in this pose. We still have a strong right leg. Taking whatever variation your body is speaking to you. We'll bring that right hand down and we'll come into our half splits, bringing that right knee down, extending through that left leg. Toes come up. Again, if the ground feels far away, grab some blocks, place them under the hands. And eventually seeing in your mind's eye the ability to come down to the elbows. As we lengthen through the spine. Good. Let's do a little bit more active engagement in that hip flexor. So we're going to come up onto our fingertips, pulling that navel in, pressing through the shoulders. Engage through that leg and lift that heel off for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bending into that left knee. We're going to come into half moon pose next. So we'll place that left hand to the outside of that left pinky toe and reach the right arm up towards the sky. These right toes turn out to the side. So they're not pointed down, they're not pointed up, but they're to the side. The left hand can stay down, or it can come off the ground, whatever feels good for you, as long as you have that right leg locked into the right position with the toes pointed to the side and an external rotation. And if you fall out, that's okay. We're going to make a dynamic movement here, coming into a Shiva squat next, as we bring that right knee and tuck it behind that left ankle, bringing the hands to prayer. Then open back up. And we'll just do that one more time, bringing that knee behind that ankle and open that last time. Beautiful. We'll bring that right foot back down onto the mat, and we'll step into our plank and come into a belly down vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. Taking that left leg up to the sky this time. Stepping through to that high lunge. Taking those arms out to the side. You're welcome to stay right here. Otherwise, you'll take the right arm under, left arm over. Maybe one side feels a little different than the other, and that's okay. Start dropping into that right hip. You can always pause the video if you need to grab something, to make adjustments if I'm moving a little too fast. It's the luxury of having a video. Dropping into that breath, dropping into the energetics of our practice. You can keep your hands where they are or release them. We'll extend through the legs, step the right foot in halfway, and lengthen through the spine as we fold towards the ground in between the legs. So the left elbow is reaching for the toes, but the spine is going directly between the legs. The right heel disappears behind the toes. Perfectly acceptable to have our hands free, pressing into the ground or onto blocks. Pull that left hip back, press the right hip forward, keeping those hips square. Good. We will release those arms now if you had them in that Gomukhasana. We're going to bend into that left knee and step it back to the back of the mat as we go into our one leg Bakasana on the right arm. So we bend into the right elbow, pull that right foot in towards the body, and maybe the left foot becomes light. Squeeze those elbows in. Trying to gaze forward and not allowing that left foot to rise too high, but keeping a horizontal line. Good. Press back into the down dog. And we'll shift forward into our right side down vinyasa. Bringing that left arm up. Inhale, lift the hips up, arm up, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, hips down, arm down. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, back up. Lift that left leg. Step to the right hand and turn to the back of the mat. Stepping into your down dog. Getting a feel for things. We'll rise that right leg up and bring it back down. And make whatever adjustments you need so that your left hand can grab that wrist. If you need to step in closer or wider, pressing that right shoulder head down towards the earth. And once you feel stable, if you did so on the other side, we'll let the right leg come up in space. Strong leg with control. Take your time. If you feel steady at the top, and if you did so on the other side, bending into that right knee, and allowing the left hand to find the right foot. Keep pressing the shoulder down, and release with control, all back down. Keep the right hand where it is, turn left 180 degrees, bringing those hips down to the ground. Check to make sure the right hand's in line with the right shoulder, and move those hips as far as feels comfortable for you. Left hand to the left knee, pressing that left shoulder back in space. Breathe into the right shoulder head. Let it relax down. Let the energy flow. Let the body open to the stretch. Beautiful job, everyone. We'll step those feet towards the hips, moving those hips back towards the right hand, and then churn back through to your down dog. We'll be here for just a moment as we come forward and place that right hand down, left arm up. Inhale, the hips up, arm up overhead. Exhale, hips down, arm down, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale back to center, lift the left leg, step to the right hand, and turn back to the front for extended side angle, setting up those feet. Mirror reflection of the stance that you took on the other side. And dropping into that pose, getting deep into it. Making sure that knee, hip isn't getting in the way of that right shoulder getting deeper. Bringing that left hand down, pivoting those left hips down, back, the left knee comes down, and we go into the half splits. Right toes up towards the sky. Breathe into the difference of one side to the other. Lengthen that spine, lengthen those exhales. Let the belly lead first. Lengthening through the spine, if not physically, energetically, mentally. And relaxing the neck and shoulders last. Good, we're gonna activate through that right hip flexor. So coming to those fingertips, press through the shoulders, pull the navel in, engage through that leg, and we lift it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into that right knee. We're coming into half moon next. Plant that right hand down. Open the left toes to the side, the left hand up to the sky. Find that stability. And we're going to bring in that dynamic movement. Bring that left knee behind the right ankle. Coming into prayer for our hands. Open back up. Bring it back in. Prayer. And back up. Watch those toes. And step it back. Coming into our Dandasana, plank. We'll take a belly down vinyasa. Inhale forward. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale back down to chaturanga. Inhale here. Exhale down dog. We'll lift that right leg up to the sky and step it to the hands. Turn to the left, 90 degrees. Rising up, we're gonna come into archer. So we'll bend into our left knee first. Turning our toes out as much as we can. Be careful, it will throw off your balance the more that the toes are out in line with the heels. So we'll bend into that left knee, have a wide stance, and the right toes come up. We're gonna take our arms out and we'll cross the left arm under, right arm over. Press that left knee open and take those arms over towards the left. Now point those hands over to the right. Drop those shoulders down. Bring it back to center. Let the hands point forward. Bring it back to center. Lift those hands high towards the sky. Release the hands, drop them down to the ground, and let the hips settle down. That left elbow presses that left knee open. The right hand can press the quad down above the knee. If this feels good and available and your left heel is all the way down, you could add on by pressing that left shoulder into the left knee to press it fully out to the side. gazing over to the right. Breathe into it. And release it back to center with control. We'll rise up. We'll check those feet. We'll check ourselves for our balance and bend into that right knee. Left toes up, arms reach out. Whew. Right arm under, left arm over. Keep pressing the right knee open and point those hands over to the right. Bring it into the center, take it over to the left. Drop those shoulders down. Keep pressing the left knee open, right knee open, sorry. Back to center, let those arms go forward. Back to center, lift it up. Good, release those hands down. Take them to the floor. Right elbow's pressing that right knee open. Left hand can come to that quad above the knee. If that heel's all the way down, toes feel down, and mirror reflection of the other side if you took it. Good. Bring it all back into the center. You're going to set those feet back up. We'll do symmetric for stupa. So making sure those toes are as wide as we feel comfortable. Bend into both of those knees. Take the arms into steeple. Tuck the tailbone under. Pull the navel in. Close the eyes if this is easy. Try to remove any bend in those elbows. And go deeper into those knees. Press those knees open. Good. We'll rise up. Turn the toes in, heels out. Reach for those ankles, wide-legged, forward fold. Bringing the crown of the head down towards the mat. If you're comfortably reaching for those ankles and those heels, you can start to reach those arms forward and through. Good. We'll bring those hands back to the center and we'll turn back to the front of the mat. Bring the left foot to the top and we'll sit down. We're gonna make our way into tabletop, reverse tabletop position. And this will be a little bit of an arm strengthening asana. So yeah, it's a little bit challenging, so, but that's okay. We can do hard things. So we'll press ourselves up, keeping our hips up as high as we can. We're gonna lift our left leg up to the sky, and then we're gonna grab our toes with our right hand. Keep pressing through the left hand, keep those hips lifted. Good. Releasing that down. Take a moment. Release the arms, and we'll do the other side. Maybe that was easy for you. Then congratulations, good job. Okay, we'll press back up. And this time take that right foot up to the sky. Press through that right hand. Let the left hand find the right toes. Keep pressing through those hips. Good. Wonderful job, everyone. We'll cross those heels, pull them through, and we're gonna come to lie down onto our belly. We'll start off with our left arm coming out to the side, a little higher than our shoulder, so at the height of the crown of our head, actually. We'll press our body open with our right hand against the ground, bringing both of those feet to find the floor. If this is good enough, you can be right here. If you want, you can reach with that right arm with a lifted head and try and find that other hand. You're trying to find the index finger side of the hand. And if this feels very accessible to you and you want to take it deeper, you'll keep pressing that left palm down, and the right hand will grab a hold of the pinky toe side of the left foot. As it reaches up, and you try and twist towards that left hand on the ground. Good. Wherever you are, we'll release and allow the right hand to guide the body back to the earth. We're going to take that left arm across the body. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. And the right hand is going to be by our side with the palm facing up. The left hand that's across the body is palm facing down. We want the arm in line with the throat so that the face can come over it, the chin can come over that left arm. And imagine someone was pressing both of those shoulders down into the earth. Relax the left shoulder, keep pressing that right shoulder down into the earth. We'll lift our chin and bend in that left elbow as we internally rotate that wrist and press our chin into the hard part of our wrist. So now we're trying to press that right shoulder down and the left wrist down at the same time. Good. We'll release that and release the arm, and we'll switch to the other side. So right arm up at the height of the crown of the head. Left arm reaches, presses the body open. Both feet find the ground. And find mirror reflection of what you did on the other side. If you want this to be passive, you can. You could even put a block underneath your head. I always like to make it active and try and go further. My teacher says that if you can do a pose, then it's no longer serving you. So we should always be continuously reaching further. Finding that needle point. Wherever you are, begin releasing back down to our belly. Taking that right arm across the chest, palm facing down with the right hand. Left arm by the side, palm facing up. And then press that left shoulder down to the ground. And try and kiss the yoga mat. We'll bend, we'll lift the chin up, bend into that right elbow, internally rotate that right wrist, and press the wrist down with the longest part, the edge of the chin, so the very tip of it, into the knob of that right wrist. Good, we'll release. And now we're gonna do one external rotation onto our shoulder. We'll do it on both sides. So we'll start with our left side. We're gonna bring our left elbow into a 90-degree angle from our hip. Our right hand's gonna be a kickstand out from our shoulder. And we're gonna bring that left knee as high up onto that left arm as possible, straightening out the spine, the neck. We're trying to pin that left shoulder head down. The right hand can press that left shoulder down towards the earth, and you'll probably feel it there. So listen to your body with how far it wants to go, and just breathe. Find your edge. Keep expanding into the unknown. Listening to your body, never injuring yourself. That's why it's the needle's point. Good. Start to release that leg. Be gentle. It may feel fragile. And we'll switch. Right elbow from the right hip at a 90-degree angle. Left hand is our kickstand. We bring that right knee up as high as we can towards the right shoulder. Straighten out that neck and spine. Press through that left hand through the right shoulder. Good. Begin to release that right leg. Be gentle with those arms. We'll press those hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, pull the navel off of the ground, and press through our plank. We'll hop to seated, and we'll come into a double leg pigeon. Start with the left leg below, right leg over as we stack the ankles and knees, trying to create a straight line with those shins. And lengthening up through the crown of the head, firmly sitting into those sit bones and walking those fingers forward. Let the belly guide you down towards the ground. Relaxing the neck and shoulders last. Start to press those hands back in, and we'll switch our sides. Right leg under, left leg over. If you ever want to hold anything longer than I am, you can always just pause that video. If you ever want to skip anything, I guess you can do that too. We'll lengthen up through the crown of the head. Breathe into those hips, relaxing the sit bones down. And begin walking those fingers out. Let the belly guide the body down, and then begin to settle in. Breathing into the different sides. Good. We'll Begin to walk back in, and we'll do internal rotation of our hips now. So if you need something to sit on, like a block, grab something, a blanket. We're gonna bring our knees all the way together, take our toes out to the sides, and bring our hips in between. You can scoot those calves out of the way by shifting back and forth. And see how that feels today. Listen to your body. Keep squeezing those knees in. Maybe you just sit here and breathe. Relaxing into those hips. Relaxing into the body. Giving space to any discomfort. Knowing if it's too much in your body and listening to it. Good. We'll rise up onto our shins, and we'll take that left foot out to the side, coming into gate pose. Inhale those arms up. Pull that wrist over to the left. Bring it back up. Switching over to the other side. Bring those arms up. Pull it to the right. Bring it back up. Sit down onto those heels. The knees are slightly wide. And grab a hold of the right shin. Bringing the left hand over that left ear, over the right ear, sorry. And we're pulling the head over to the left shoulder, stretching the right side of the neck. We'll release and switch over to the other side. Left hand grabs the shin, right hand gently guides that left ear over to the right. Stretching the left side of the neck. Good. Releasing back to neutral. Come into Anahatasana next. Stepping back to the end of our mat and reaching those palms forward as we bring either our forehead down to the ground or chin and chest. And then bring yourself forward to the belly, coming into Bhujangasana next, Cobra pose. We'll take our feet a little bit wider than the yoga mat. Bring our hands under our shoulders, rib cage, or by the waist. So whatever feels good in your body. Pressing through those arms, and listen to your body if the arms want to be straight or keep a bend. The shoulders drop down, the spine, and find the back bend that your body wants to do today. Going as deep or as far as you want to go. If you do want to take it deeper, you could bend into those knees and point those toes towards the head, energetically closing the loop. Good. Releasing and pressing back into child's pose or short prostration. Toes touch, knees wide, palms together, thumbs cross, forehead to the ground. Walking those hands back in. We'll bring those legs forward and through, and we'll do 4 belly up vinyasas. So we'll do an inhale to reverse tabletop. Exhale, our hips go back. Maybe our feet hover and we press back up. So that's 1, 2, 2 more. Last one. And we'll just neutralize the spine. Bring those hips down. Come into bridge pose. Bringing those feet hip width distance. Press into those heels, press those hips up towards the sky. Hands can stay pressing into the earth. Hands can clasp together and shuffle those shoulders underneath. Hands can grab for the ankles and pressing through. We'll lower down, and you can either repeat that, or if you're gonna move on with me, we'll do wheel. Pressing our palms down, pointing the fingertips towards the shoulders, elbows pointed towards the sky. We'll inhale. Exhale, press through all 4 limbs and lift the body. Maybe gazing down towards the hands. Good. Gaze towards the navel, lift the heels up, bend into those elbows as we slowly lower back down. Take those feet out to the width of the yoga mat, windshield wiper, back and forth a couple of times to release any tension in the small of the back. Lengthen through the limbs, nice and long. Inhale, rise all the way up. And we'll go into our forward fold as we exhale over those legs. We'll come into shoulder stand next. So we press those feet up overhead, pressing your hands into the small of the back. Strong legs, strong core. Relax the back of the neck and stretch. Then we'll find plow pose, hinging from the hips, letting the toes find the floor overhead, starting with straight legs. Then bending into those knees. Then rolling up into boat pose. Reaching the arms long, reaching the legs long, maybe having a bend in those knees. Either way is perfectly acceptable. Good. We'll bring the left leg under, right leg over. Bring the right arm behind. And either grab a hold of that right leg with the left arm, or reach the left arm up and over and press against. Gaze beyond the right shoulder. Eyes can be closed or open. Feel the spiral within. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale to twist a little further. Bring it back to center. Let's finish off that twist by bringing those feet down. And we'll bring our hands, bring our elbows to our knees, bring our chin to the right hand, left hand to the back of the skull. Lengthen through the head and twist towards the right. Good. And then we'll bring that right leg under, left leg over. Left hand behind, mirror reflection if you grab that knee in, or if you brought that arm across and pressed. Good, and then bringing those feet down. Chin to the left hand, right hand extends the crown of the head and twists towards the left. Releasing. We'll do an inversion of your choice for 10 breaths. It can be handstand, dolphin, down dog, headstand, whatever you want. And if you have a wall, you can use your wall. So I'll use my wall, and I'll do 10 breaths. Once you've completed your 10 breaths, we'll go into a child's pose, short prostration. Lengthen through those arms, knees wide, big toes touch. And without disturbing yourself, make your way into Shavasana. Take as much time as you need to integrate the practice. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.